Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, so who do we have in the house here today? We've got Simply Jan.
Jan.
Hey, Jan, how are you? Joe
We have
Cool
Joe
is
Cool
here. Pam
and Pam
B.
B.
Rocco and Bailey are in the house, but Rocco and Bailey are always here. How is everybody doing this Monday? Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. I know that there are a lot of lives in this time slot on Monday, and we really appreciate you guys stopping by. Rocco and Bailey, remember to mind your manners. Yes, mind your manners. We are surrounded by chickens. You guys will see them.
Maybe they will.
I don't know what's going on with our chickens, but they are feeling like wandering today.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Hey, one day at a time. How are you? All righty.
And it's funny that Joe says to Rocco and Bailey to mind your manners because, yes, they took off this week.
Yeah.
The beginning of the week.
They actually took off a couple times this week.
Yeah, we were at a farmer's market and got a call from the neighbor.
Yeah, that Rocco was just kind of prancing through their yard. He wasn't doing anything. He was just sniffing around. And I went out earlier last week and couldn't find the dogs. Missy was at the market. I started looking. And I went out to the road, and here they come from down the road. So we had to make some modifications to our front gate.
We did.
We put some welded wire on our front gate, and we're keeping the gate closed as much as we can.
All right. So we have one day at a time Farmstead joining us.
Yeah.
Scott Spencer and Susan.
Hey, Scott and Susan.
How you guys doing tonight?
Cindy LeBeau is in the house. Cindy is...
She says, hello, happy homesteaders.
Yeah, Cindy is
Hi,
becoming
Cindy.
Quite the fan of the homesteading channels. I saw her in White Rock Homesteads live the other day, and it was what a pleasant surprise. Hey, my sister's here, Nicole Kirkland. How are you?
So hey, you finally Nick. Caught the live. I'm watching you guys while I'm working.
Oh, great.
Right,
well,
nice
thank
job.
You. Love you.
Love you, Nick.
So, listen, guys, I know that, T. McD is here.
And Jamie from Three Little Goats.
Little Goats.
Yo, Jamie.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday. All right, guys, I know we are really early in this live, but I wanted to make sure that we stopped for a second and remembered what day it is. So let's just take a couple of seconds to be silent and remember 9/11. Thank you. And make sure that you thank a veteran in your life, because what the veterans sacrificed and what they did after 9/11 is very, very important. So this is a good day to go find your veteran and thank them for all that they did. And we thank each and every one of you. We really appreciate all that you have done. So
that's right. Prayers to all that have given their lives.
Yes. And sacrificed their lives and marriages and careers. Yeah. All
the New York police officers, fire departments,
people in those towers,
all those
in the
people,
planes, people's lives were ruined. And frankly, guys, America has not been the same.
No.
Neither has the world since that day. So it's good that we remember it and remember that people make a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah, the other day we were actually watching the video.
Yeah, we went and we rewatched the news broadcast from that morning from, I think, NBC. It really doesn't matter. And it was kind of chilling to relive that because we were both at work at that time. And I didn't get to see the coverage till I got home, but to see the, the hour and a half.
I mean, you figure we lived in New York, wasn't that far away from us.
Oh, no. New York City was like 3 hours away. I mean, it was not that far at all.
All right. So, PMP says, thank you for that, Joe. Appreciated it.
No problem.
Yeah, you're welcome.
From veterans to others and all our first responders, a big thank you. Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to make sure that we got that out there. I know a lot of people watch our live after it is filmed. So if you're watching after, just take a moment to think about all that has happened since 9/11 and all that we have been through as a country and we've been through in the world. That being said, oh my goodness, guys, we have a fireball of a week this week.
Coming up.
Yeah, coming up.
I mean, last
week was a little hectic. Yeah. This week coming up is simply crazy. So we have been getting stuff frantically done here on the homestead the last 2 days. I'm supposed to go to a farmer's market tomorrow, but I'm going to have to check the weather. It might be raining. I might cancel.
Yeah, it's going to get rained out.
Yeah, but that's not going to change anything. Even if it gets rained out, I need to put my deer stand together. I need to go get that in the woods and get it set up. Hunting season starts like in a couple of weeks, if that long away. I probably won't get into this spot until the beginning of October. If I can get my tree stand out there, I'll get the tree stand out there. I'll get the rest of the corn in the feeder. I'll check my game cams real quick, and then I won't go back in there for a good 2 or 3 weeks. Let the whole area settle in, and hopefully we'll get something. I went back there the other day, guys. Game cams have been out there for like about a week. And I got thunder and lightning.
Squirrels.
A squirrel. And our chickens. I think that they were our chickens. Yeah. Now, I don't know what they're doing that deep back in the woods. It might not... Eating the corn. Well, the chickens were bad. Whoever's chickens they were back there eating the corn. But we heard a rooster back there a couple mornings in a row before I had let our chickens out of their coop. So... I don't know if the people that have the cattle ranch behind us have chickens back there or something. I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen the chickens since or heard them. So,
no, we didn't hear the rooster back there today. And we know it's not our rooster or our neighbor's rooster.
No, because when I came out at 5:30, 5:45 in the morning, I would hear my neighbor's rooster behind us. I would hear our rooster. I would hear another rooster from across the street, and then I would hear a rooster back in the woods. So, not sure what's going on with that, but I don't want chickens back there eating the corn that I'm trying to feed to the deer. So, we'll see how that all plays out.
So, one day at a time, Farmstead says Tiffany at Mud and Mascara is having a live birthday bash at 7 tonight.
Oh.
Hope y'all can make it.
Ooh, yes. Go check out Mud and Mascara tonight after our live. And speaking of Mud and Mascara, they are one of the hosts of the Shindig.
Yes.
The Shindig is a month-long virtual barbecue and cookout that is going on, and there are 20-plus channels.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That are involved in the Shindig, and we are also one of those channels. When we get done with this live, I will put the list of channels down in the description. Go check those channels out because they are all making something different. Their favorite recipes, their go-to recipes, and they will be showing those on specific days. So I will give you the list of the channels and the days they're on. I don't know what everybody's making, so you're going to have to go to those channels to check them out.
Hi, Charlene Grady.
Hey,
thanks for joining us tonight.
So our video will come out on the 26th.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
And I think I've already discussed what we're making, but we smoked a pork loin in the smoker, wrapped in bacon. And
who
then,
doesn't like bacon?
Who doesn't like bacon? I love bacon on my pork, let me tell you. And Missy made a Mediterranean, let me see if I get it right, Mediterranean cucumber tomato salad.
Yes.
And then we took half of that bacon and pork loin and we made pulled pork sandwiches out of that.
Yes.
So on the 26th, we will be uploading that video. You'll get to see us put that whole meal together. So please come and check that out.
Oh, One Day at a Time Farmstead says that they are part of the Shindig too.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice. Trying to make sure that we catch them all.
Yeah.
So that we can see what everybody's doing.
Yeah, if tomorrow's a rainy day, I will be able to catch up on all my YouTube channels. Yeah. I've been slacking. We've been so crazy. Hey, One Day at a Time Farmstead, what did you make? And have you posted your video yet or not? And if you haven't posted it, put the date you're posting it in this comment so everybody can see it. So we had to do that meal and film it this week. We did that, yesterday?
Yeah, we did. Just because it fit into the schedule.
It fit into the schedule. And thank goodness, because now we have something to eat for the next 3 days that we don't really have to cook. But we have other big news, guys. So Wednesday, we go pick up our pigs.
Yep.
We stumbled on to a fantastic deal. Jamie at Three Little Goats. Go check her channel out. She's got a fantastic channel. They have a homestead not too far from us, and they have kindly befriended us and taken us under their wing in a way. And
she's an excellent resource for just about everything.
Yeah, anything we need information on, Jamie's right there. She's super helpful. She made Missy's hat. Are you wearing the hat?
Yeah, I am. I don't know if they can see it, but yeah, it's kind of dark in here.
Yeah, it is kind of dark in here. Her and her husband, Jesse, are amazing. And they have been so helpful to us. And they turned us on to this deal for these pigs. So no pigs
we talked about it last week.
We talked about it a little bit last week. Yeah. So the pigs are full grown. They're 2+ years old. They're American guinea hog and cooney mix. We went and checked them out.
Jamie at Three Little Goats says, "You feed me, you will never get rid of me."
Well, we'd be happy to feed you. Come on over.
All right. So One Day at a Time Farmstead says they haven't posted yet. I think theirs is on the 28th.
It's a secret what they're making. So go check them out. Absolutely.
You'll have to go and watch their channel.
Yeah. See what they're making. So these pigs, full grown. So we went and saw the pigs. We jumped on the deal. It was a fantastic deal. We did have to buy another freezer.
We did.
So
I think we told everybody that too.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday, after Missy gets home from the market, we're jumping in the truck. I think Jamie and her husband have already brought their livestock trailer.
I don't know. She hasn't told me yet, so I don't know if they did that or not.
She's planning to bring her livestock trailer over there ahead of time so that the pigs can get used to it being there, and the people that own the pigs now can feed the pigs in there. So the pigs are used to going in there. They like going in there, and it won't be a problem on Wednesday when we go to pick the pigs up.
Yeah. Hi, Brenda at Freedom Redbird. She says, "Hi, Eric and Missy. I'm doing the Shindig 2 on the 19th.
Oh, on
making
the 19th.
Making a dessert."
Oh, nice. Absolutely fantastic. And Three Little Goats said it's still here. We haven't moved it yet. Thank you, Jamie. Whatever works for you. If you need me to come and get it on Wednesday, that's what I was originally planning.
Yeah, just let us know.
I will do that. Yeah, just let me know. Haven't had time yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. She's on calf watch.
Calf watch. Ooh, even better.
Hopefully it happens. It's gonna rain tonight. You know, it could happen.
It probably will happen if it's gonna rain tonight. So I pick up the pigs on Wednesday. The pigs are gonna come back here to the homestead, and they are going to stay in the livestock trailer overnight. And then I'm going to get up with the sun, and I'm going to run over to the processors and drop those pigs off. Now, the male has to be 350 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
We will get all the information on all the weight and all the meat that we get from these pigs, and we will put a video out, and we will bring you guys all that
definitely
info.
We'll bring you along for that.
Yes, we will.
Jamie replied at 3 Little Goats. She started to show signs of early labor. Yes, keep your fingers crossed that she has that calf.
It's going to happen tonight at 2:00 in the thunderstorm. That's my prediction. So they go to the butcher. Well, you would think, no big deal. That's not a bad 2 days. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, you would think, guys. Then we have a big market on Thursday. Friday is cleanup day around here. Saturday, we have a big market. We actually do 2 markets on Saturday. Yeah. We split up and go to 2 separate markets. And then Sunday is chicken butchering.
Yes.
We have 30 birds behind us.
Our second batch of meat birds.
Yes. And everybody, please keep your fingers crossed. Knock on wood. We haven't lost any birds except for the first 2 or 3 that we lost right in the beginning while they were still in the brooder.
Yep.
They're all doing fine in there, growing very large.
I know.
Easy, Bailey. You're knocking the camera.
And wouldn't you know it, they actually love tomatoes and watermelon.
Oh my God, guys. I put a watermelon this big in there, whole round, just cut it right out of the watermelon, threw it in there. 2 hours later, the entire thing is gone.
Hey, Christine at Gilliam Farms.
Hey, Christine.
Hello, friends.
And Brenda from Freedom Redbird is here too. Hey.
We do have a busy week.
Yeah, so meat birds. So I believe that White Rock Homestead, Jason and Tara, are coming over. I got a text from them earlier. They're planning on coming, and they may be bringing some of their birds over to process at the same time because...
Yeah, Tara said that she had a bunch of roosters that they wanted to cull. So
that's perfectly fine because I have the plucker, and we'll have everything all set up. Add 5-10 more birds. Yeah. No big deal.
Jan wants to know how many meat birds this time.
33 birds in there right now.
Well, it's only 32 because one of them's a hen.
No, one of them, not because one of them's a hen. Albert is not even a meat bird.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
You said 33.
Well, she might be a hen. She might be a rooster. We don't know. We got a free bird. You'd think that they would have sent us another Cornish cross bird. No, they sent us a Polish. So it's a Polish. It's all white with a big white fluffy head. So
it looks like Albert Einstein, and it might be a hen, but we decided to call it Albert. If it's a hen, then I don't know.
That doesn't matter. We've got a black Polish in there called Shemp, and she's a hen. So we're going to have to, as of Sunday, start integrating her into our flock, which is something we've never done before.
Not at this late.
No. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get that done. I think we're going to put her in the cage and put her in there so they can get used to her.
Okay, hold on.
And see what happens.
Says, woohoo, will you wear your fancy apron?
Yes, we will. We can't wait to wear our aprons.
See it, but I have my shirt on today. There you go.
If you want, 3 Little Goats says, if you want, you can borrow our electric scalder. You're welcome to it. We do have a scalder. We have a propane cooker scalder. It works really good. Thank you again for the offer. See, guys, that's what I'm talking about. Jamie and her husband, Jesse, are amazing people.
Most of the people that we've met, even our neighbors,
Yeah.
they're probably going to come over too.
Yeah.
Which we're probably not going to film this processing.
Yeah, no, this processing day will not be filmed,
Yeah.
guys. I'm sorry for that. We may come back and tell you all the numbers that we get, but our neighbor is prospectively coming over. They're going to bring their kids. Out of respect for them, we will not be filming because they don't want their kids on film. And I completely understand that.
Yeah,
that's not a problem.
Absolutely.
And so it's going to be just a community day, hanging out, processing chickens, and I am going to smoke a brisket to feed everyone.
Jamie says the electric one is so much easier to control the temp.
It is. And we have another batch of birds. I was going to get to that.
Consider it. Thank you for the offer.
We will consider it because Sunday we process these birds. Monday, the hatchery starts sending us our birds, so they could come Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of that week. Which means they'll arrive Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of that week. And we got to get the brooder ready.
So right back into another batch of birds.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Cindy says, good few, too yucky to watch.
Yeah, no, you don't have to watch it. Yeah. And it's fine. And we put out a chicken processing video with White Rock on our first batch of chickens. Go back to our channel or White Rock's channel, and you can see that video, and you'll see our setup.
Carrie Leonard, hello. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Carrie. What did Scott say? Hopefully, Jan, they all come through, and y'all will have plenty to get. Oh, they're all talking to each other. Okay.
Because Jan's getting meat birds. I'm keeping track of who's saying what, but it wasn't. They were talking to themselves.
Oh, they're talking to themselves. So, yeah. So that's our week this week. I mean, it's going to be slightly crazy.
I mean, it's always busy here, but
this is a different kind of busy.
Yeah, this is like, ooh.
These pigs were a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
But they threw a big wrench into our normal day-to-day routine of trying to get the homestead going, doing markets,
Hey, welcome in Lessons from the Back Roads.
Hey, how are you?
You're not late. You're just in time.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for joining us.
And then, on top of all of that, guys, we're farm sitting again this week. We are not farm sitting for our neighbor across the street. It's a couple that is, I don't know, 2-3 miles down the road. They're not that far away.
No, a couple that I met at the farmer's market.
That's right.
She sells her eggs there, and she asked me if I was interested, and yes, I came back and I talked to Eric about it, and we decided because it was right down the road that we would do it. It's
so 3 times a day.
Yeah, it's not.
We
that bad.
take a run. No, it's not that bad, but it does consume.
It does
a certain amount of time in the day.
An hour.
And it's not really the time. It's just we have to remember. Okay, I do all my meat bird chores here. I do all my chicken chores here. Take care of the rabbits. Then we go take care of her chickens, and then in the afternoon, Missy shoots over there, just double checks everything, collects eggs, and then in the evening. We start out over there.
Yeah.
We put their birds away, get everything situated over there. Then we come back and I do my evening chicken chores and check the rabbits. So we're happy to do it. It's not a burden at all. No. It just got to remember, I got to go drive over there and do the chickens. So
Jamie says it's good practice. I'll hire you so I can take a vacation. How's your dexterity for milking? As soon as we learn how to milk a cow,
it's not a problem because
happy to come over.
You guys use a milker, don't you? You don't hand milk.
No, I think they use a milker.
They use a milker, and if you're using a milker, that's not a problem. If you're hand milking, well, then Missy's going to be the milkmaid because I have arthritis in my thumb, and there's no way I can tug on 8 or 12 teats twice a day and still be able to function doing anything else. So, but I'm totally,
she uses a milker.
Yeah, she uses a milker. I'm totally down for that, Jamie.
Yeah,
Any way,
absolutely.
in any shape or form, you guys need anything from us, we are simply a shout out away. There's no burden to it.
No.
I am happy to do it.
No, we're always willing to accommodate anything into our schedule.
Yes.
To help out other homesteaders and just
Absolutely.
our neighbors, anybody.
And it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do, and we have no problem doing it. Anything happens, you just reach out to us, and we are there for you.
Because ever since we moved here to Arkansas, everyone's been nothing but nice.
For the most part. We did have that one guy that tried to run us out of the county.
That was early, though. Yeah. We didn't even live here then.
That's a story I'm not telling because I don't want to defame somebody, but we were having a conversation with someone of authority in the county, and he recommended that we go not buy land here in our county, to go to the next county over and buy land because, quote, we'd be much happier over there. I'm like,
Jamie says she has old lady hands. You're younger than I am. I have old lady hands.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
No, she's talking about milking.
Yeah, no, milking. Yeah, so that kind of, I looked at Missy after we talked to that guy. I'm like, did that guy just try and chase us out of the county? Yeah,
he tried to get us to go someplace else to buy land.
Yeah, well, sorry for you, pal. We moved in, and we're here to stay.
All righty, gotta go finish the cows and process 8 gallons of milk. All right, Jamie, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Jamie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I hope you had a good day.
Bailey,
and
you're going to knock the camera
soon.
over. Yeah, we'll see you soon. So, yeah, craziness going on there. But on the subject of nice people here in Arkansas, so I can't give too much away because this is still in the very early stages, but there's a possibility.
We have an absolute unbelievable opportunity,
and let's just leave it at this, guys. We may not have to live in the camper this winter.
While we're building our house.
We may have a house to live in for at least the month of December and January, possibly February. I don't know. It's very early. It could fall through.
We still have to go and check everything out and talk to them. But the people that I met.
Hey, Susie Jacobson.
Hi, Susie Jacobson. Thanks for joining us tonight. These people I had met, I don't know, in the very beginning of our market.
Yeah.
And
super nice couple.
We just kind of clicked and talked. They were there, I don't know, at least an hour or so talking to us.
They recently moved here like a year ago or something.
Back and forth.
And then we never saw them again.
But they sought me out at one of our farmers markets and gave this proposal to me, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
Like at how awesome that would be.
And what an example.
Yeah.
Of good people, that there are good people in the world.
Absolutely.
That are nice right to their core. And Missy came home and told me about this, and I was stunned. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe that they were making this opportunity for us, giving us this opportunity.
Basically, they're going to be gone.
Yeah, they want us to house sit.
So it's house sitting and taking care of their animals, but it allows us the opportunity to not have to live in the camper while it's freezing.
Yeah.
And get our house built at the same time.
We'll be here on the
every day.
homestead every single day. Nothing will change.
Nope.
Because we won't be doing farmers markets in December, January, and February.
No.
And frankly, I'm from New England. I used to ice fish.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the gear. Hold on, guys. Bailey is bumping into the camera and stuff. Let me fix it for you. There we go. I'm used to being out in New England weather in the cold all day long. That's not a problem for me. So
it's only about a half an hour away, Cindy. It's very close.
Yeah.
And only like 15 minutes away from one of the farmers markets that I do right now.
Yeah.
So
it's an amazing opportunity.
It is.
And I'm inclined to say yes to it. We need to go see what our responsibilities were going to be there, what the conditions are.
Yep.
It's a huge responsibility on our part. These people, excuse me, guys, are leaving their house in our care. And that's a huge responsibility. And I want to make sure that I live up to that responsibility in every way and exceed their expectations of how things are going to go. Because when somebody's nice to you like that and somebody gives of themselves to you and frankly instills a lot of trust in you, there's a responsibility to live up to that trust.
I believe how it came to be is that they started following our channel and heard that we weren't going to have our house built for the winter, and they kept on saying, I just don't want you to live in your camper for the winter. And that was, so pretty amazing. Crazy, I know that they would think of us and want to do something like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. So that is it's an unbelievable opportunity, and it's an example of good people in the world. There are good people in the world, and back in New England, if somebody said, hey, somebody who I had only met once before came and sought me out and says, hey, I want you to stay at my house for a couple of months and house sit. The first thing I would is, what's the catch? Like, am I being set up for a lawsuit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just there are good people in New England too, but something like this, Cindy, chime in. Something like this doesn't happen up there. She doesn't.
Said, well, there are people like that, but Cindy says fabulous.
Yes.
And we think so too. T. McD says, wow, that's wonderful, y'all.
It's incredible.
And Simply Jan says, oh, to be warm in the winter. I know.
And Joe Cool, thank you for that. We try to be good people.
And I think that these people that we were talking to realize they might not chime in on our lives. They just kind of watch our channel and follow our journey, which is absolutely awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you if you are watching.
Yes, thank you if you're watching.
Thank you for everything if you're watching.
And if you are watching, we'll be getting back to you.
Yeah,
we've just been super busy.
Yeah, it's crazy week this week, but we'll be reaching out to you.
Yes, there are. And just I don't know. I just have no words to express how fabulous these people are.
It's just, it's an incredible thing. It's just, it's nothing that I ever would have imagined. Missy said, oh, I got good news. I'm thinking, oh, would you make an extra something at the market? Like, what happened? She told me the story, and I was flabbergasted. I could not believe it.
And even at that market, they were there at least 45 minutes just talking to me back and forth.
Super duper nice people. But again, if we take advantage of this opportunity that has come our way, that is a humongous responsibility on our part. I want to make sure that I fulfill every expectation that they would have. Cindy says, Eric, to answer, no, That doesn't happen often unless you are a relative, and then maybe. She put. Yeah. I just can't believe it.
So funny, Scott.
Oh.
Scott Spencer says, "Hey, Eric and Missy, maybe sometime you can come over and feed our raccoons."
Sure. You won't like what I feed them. Speaking of varmints, I mean, I know they love their raccoons. Hi, Bailey.
Hi, Bailey.
Bailey's coming to say hi. Say hi to the people, Bailey. No, you're not licking my mouth.
He's like, I just want you to stop talking and go back inside.
Yeah, he's our inside doggy. Speaking of varmints, guys, oh boy, guess who's back?
Ugh, we had groundhogs again.
Well, I think we don't have groundhog.
Yeah.
So we were both over by the camper. See this log pile right over here? We were over there by the camper, and Missy says, "There's a groundhog over there." Well, I'm like, oh,
it was a big fat one
me?
too.
Big,
bigger than I've ever seen.
Oh, biggest one so far. And I peek out around the gazebo here, and I see him, and he's right in about there. So I go grab the boom boom gun, and I come out and
pow pow.
The pow pow. Well, I think we got rid of them. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my God, blah, blah. Listen, they go in my garden. They eat all the vegetables. They're eating hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of produce that we need, not only to eat ourselves, but that's how we keep the homestead running. You can't have that happen. You've got to protect your crops. It's the same as if I had cattle and there were wolves around. It's the same for any other farmer. When the varmints come, I said, "You got 1 second to go away." And he looked over at me, and that was that. So yeah. The groundhogs are back.
They need the pow pow pew pew freedom stick to protect your livelihood. Yep, you do.
Yeah, and Simply Jan says the boss got a possum yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they're on the property, and they come and leave, but these groundhogs, they are ferocious eaters in our garden.
They devastated our spring crop of lettuce and kale.
And kale and Swiss chard and beans. Like they ate our entire spring crop. We had nothing to bring to market. And I can't have that, guys.
Yeah,
I just can't have it.
There's the reason the groundhog was huge.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was big. So I haven't seen signs of him in the garden. We do have the electric fence around it, but they were going through that fence before.
Yeah.
So I think he wandered into the area and stuck his head up and said, "Oh, look at big garden over there." Yeah. Well.
But we also throw a lot of older produce to our chickens.
And he might have been going over in there too.
Yeah.
It is what it is, guys. I can't have varmints on the homestead.
No.
I just can't have it. I mean, if I had chickens and there were minks or something like that, foxes, they'd all get the same treatment. Like you got a chance to leave. If you don't take it, then it's on you. It's just the way it goes. So
yeah, we haven't had a problem with fox lately. He disappeared pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, he got 2 of our birds and then he disappeared, but he hasn't been back around. I haven't seen any signs of him. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Brenda. It was gigantic. The possum. Jan's telling Brenda that the possum that Kevin got was gigantic.
But Brenda also says that she had a groundhog that was huge last week.
Oh, and was it getting into your garden, Brenda? Because they will tear it up.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Cindy. She wants to know if we knew that groundhogs can climb trees.
That wouldn't surprise me. I didn't
Yeah.
necessarily know that, but yes.
I know,
I
it
also
doesn't seem like they could climb a tree.
skunks will climb a tree too. A lot of people don't
Well,
realize
no,
that.
I know skunks will.
Yeah.
But I didn't think a groundhog would climb a tree.
Why not?
Hmm.
Why not?
I don't know.
Hey, if somebody comes at me, I might climb a tree. You never know. I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys the mountain lion story? Did we ever tell them the mountain
No.
lion story? So I don't know if there's mountain lions in this part of the Ozark Mountains, but we were coming home from the.
There's Cayenne.
There's Cayenne
Our
behind us,
rooster.
sticking his head up. We were coming home from It's All Grady from Denise's birthday bash.
Yeah.
And it was like 9:30 at night. And they're pretty far out there in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And we're coming down the dirt road, and I'm telling you guys, it had to be waist high, this animal.
It was huge.
And it had to be at least 3.5, 4 feet long with a good 3.5, 4 foot tail on it. Just.
We thought it was a dog at first, but it didn't move
no,
like
the
a
tail,
dog.
no, it moved like a feline.
Yeah.
And that tail on it was thin, narrow, it was out straight, and it was as long as the body from nose to tail.
I know, I didn't realize that we would have mountain lions here, but we do.
I checked into it. There's a good possibility that there are mountain lions in this part of the world. So maybe we saw a mountain lion, maybe we didn't.
Brenda says that yes, groundhogs do. She looked it up.
Well,
that's crazy.
There we go.
All right,
climb
now
trees.
We know.
Well, I'll look up from now on, I guess.
I know.
So that is our crazy homesteader week this week, guys. We are straight out. In fact, we haven't even eaten dinner tonight.
No, actually,
Missy was, and
I just turned my canner off 15 minutes before our live.
She's canning up. What did you do? You did pears?
Pears and honey syrup.
Yeah.
And then I did salsa. I did more salsa, Cindy.
Salsa. Not only did she do salsa, guys, but she used cherry tomatoes from the garden to make the salsa, because we have so many cherry tomatoes that we just started freezing them. We didn't want to let them go bad. And you can use those in the salsa. And we kept our big tomatoes that we're freezing, and those are going to be for our tomato sauce, our pizza sauce, stuff like that.
I believe the salsa that I sent you, Cindy, was made out of the Sweetheart cherry tomatoes too.
Yes.
So it does taste a lot better. I noticed that.
It does taste better.
Just the regular tomatoes.
But it's a lot of work peeling cherry tomatoes. Missy was at it for a while.
It took me a couple hours just to do the tomatoes.
And it was only, what, 8 cups? 10 cups?
10 cups.
10 cups.
Yeah. But no, I've been on a preserving kick.
Every day. Every day she's canning. Every day we're doing something in the garden. Oh, speaking of that, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't even believe I forgot. So check it out. Tomorrow's video, guys. We were in the garden today, and we planted something that we have never grown in and out. We've been growing and had gardens back east for decades. We've
never been able to plant this.
Never been able to plant this. It's a brand new thing for us.
So check out that video tomorrow so you can find out what it is.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, we're not done there, because we only planted half, if that.
And we still have plenty more
of what we have. So tomorrow's video, planting something new.
Yep.
That might have to be the title. Planting something new.
Yes. Lessons from the back roads. Wants to know if I still freeze the cherry tomatoes to make them peel easier. I absolutely do. That is the best method.
Then you can just kind of.
Yes. And then I kind of, with my little fingernail, poke the end and then squeeze the inside out, and
then
works.
you just got to break the
break the
top off. It's still a
But
process.
It is,
huge.
but it's much easier to peel them.
Yeah, I helped her on the last batch she made, and
no, he can't do it.
Yeah,
no. I got a method.
My arthritis, man. It's you know, I'm like, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. No.
Whenever I realized the whole process of that, you should freeze your tomatoes first and then can with them.
Instead of blanching them in cold water bathing.
Blanching is no.
Yeah. No, the freeze method works much better.
Yeah, it does.
And frankly, we like the freeze method for our sauce.
Yeah.
Because what we found is when you thaw the tomatoes out and you start to peel them, you get a bucket and a colander and you put your tomatoes in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of that juice will run out at that point. So your processing for getting the water content out of your sauce it's a lot less. It's a lot
shorter
easier.
Time.
Yeah.
And yes, Jan, I want to do the oh, that's a hard word. Dehydrating. I know. I want to do the dehydrating of the skins to make the powder, but I haven't done that process yet. Right now, most of our tomato peels, pretty much all of them, have gone to the chickens.
Yeah, we turn them into chicken breast.
Yeah.
And thighs and wings.
Yeah.
So...
I know someone told me that it was really good so that you could add that powder to make your sauces thicker and then add it to your soups.
And you can reconstitute it and make a paste out of it
and
as
you
well.
can make a paste. Yep. Yes. So delicious. Yes.
Any way we can figure out to save or to do it ourselves here, we're all about figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of learning all of these skills, the skills that people had around the world for thousands of years.
Yeah, and learning all the different methods of doing things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot. I actually, when I made pear jam, I boiled down all of the cores and the peels and got pear juice. And then I made pear jelly with that juice.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 3 more jars of pear juice.
Yeah.
And I just processed the rest of my pears today. So now I have more pear juice.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm going to try to can that and save it for later.
Yeah,
or if I'm going to make more jelly out of it. I haven't decided yet.
With this week we got going on, we need to see if we can quick throw that in the pressure cooker and can it up and then come back to it at a later date. So but it was good, guys. Super good.
Yeah, it is. Lessons from the Back Road says, I'm still trying to find a tomato soup recipe that I like. I used to love Campbell's, but it's too salty now for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really found a good recipe for tomato soup, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We will definitely bring it to you.
Yeah.
We don't eat a lot of tomato soup here.
No.
But we do eat a lot of diced and cut up tomatoes that we preserve. We still have diced tomatoes from last year because I mean, in the wintertime, guys, that's my go-to meal. When I'm cooking in the winter, I'll take a bunch of different vegetables and some tomatoes, throw them in a pan, cook them all up, throw in some meat, cook that up with it, throw that over some rice or noodles, a little medley. I've got a couple videos of those medleys. Go check those out. You get a meal for 2 days, and it's super easy, super fast.
Yep.
So it's really good. And Missy made pizza sauce last year.
Yeah, I still need to make spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce. I want to try making ketchup. And I do want to can some of our diced tomatoes because I want to make chili again. Last year I canned chili and I used a lot of the tomatoes for that.
Yeah, we definitely need to make more chili.
Yeah. Canning my chili was great because when we moved here, that gave us quick and easy meals.
We ate that chili up pretty fast when we first moved here because
No,
we
still have some.
Yeah, but we ate
Yeah.
it. We ate a lot of it
Yeah.
when we first moved here because we were so busy trying to get this homestead up and running. We forgot to take things out to eat, and then we're like, "Oh my goodness, it's 7:00 at night. What are we gonna eat?"
Yeah.
We got chili. We can eat up some chili.
Yep.
So, and then we're gonna can a lot of the chickens that we process because that's a quick go-to meal.
Yeah, having the canned chicken was great. I was kind of bummed when we ran out. Yep. But that's super easy.
Yeah.
To just open up a jar and you already have pre-made chicken
can
throw into our meal.
Yeah, and then we're gonna take we saved all the carcasses from the birds that we parted out in our first batch of birds. Those are going to go into the pot, and we're going to make bone broth
and chicken stock.
And then you take the chicken stock and you take your canned chicken, and you mix those two together, and bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, quick and easy soup.
You got chicken soup, throw a grilled cheese together.
Vegetables in it. And, yep.
And I think we can make chicken stock and leave the vegetables in it for chicken soup.
You can. I looked up. There's a bunch of recipes that you can make vegetable soup. You just don't put the noodles in it.
Yeah. You just cook the noodles and then throw them in after. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic, guys. But these are skills. These are skills human beings had for thousands and thousands of years. Mm-hmm. And what happened is we all got used to the grocery store. And now we don't know these skills anymore. So we as newbies to homesteading, and to this lifestyle, we're having to relearn all of these new skills. And frankly, it's kind of exciting to learn something new. I like canning. I help Missy can all the time.
Yeah.
Something about taking food out of our garden, processing it, putting it in a can, and then 6 or 8 months later, pulling it off the shelf and eating it, that is so satisfying and so gratifying to know that you did this. I mean, it's healthy. You know what went into it. There's all of that. There's no preservatives. There's all that. But really, the fact that it went from seed to plant to produce to canning to on my plate just warms my heart beyond belief to know that I can do that.
And there's no way that just the two of us be able to eat and consume all of this food. You have to preserve it somehow.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh.
Yes, Lessons from the Back Road says I just got I think that means Ball's canning book this weekend, so I can try my hand at it. Hopefully they turn out as well as Missy's.
You are going to love that book.
I actually have the complete book of home preserving from Ball. Yeah. And right now, that is my absolute go-to, unless I make a recipe that I really don't like out of it.
Yeah, but there's only been one or two that we didn't really.
Then I kind of venture to different sites to see what other people are making.
Yeah.
But
and let me tell you something. We use that book so much the pages are falling out.
I know, it's falling apart.
I mean, if we brought that book out, there's nothing but leaflets coming out of
Little tabs. I have everything tabbed and written on, and I make notes.
We were talking about it. That what was it? We didn't know if we water bathed it. Oh, it was the tomato sauce.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, we know we can water bath tomato sauce. And Missy said, I think we pressure canned it. And Missy did pressure can it last time because she wanted to do it that way.
Yeah.
But
I tried using a pressure canner.
Yeah, but we had to break out the book. And she looks in the index and she finds it and she opens it up to that page. And lo and behold, there's a piece of paper in there from last year on that exact recipe.
Yeah.
So
you know what it was?
We use it all the time.
It was
all the time
because it's 35 minutes of processing time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah.
So I use my mix of tomatoes and sauce for my ramen noodles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll work perfect. That was Joe Cool who said that.
Yep.
Jan
right.
said she'll be right back. She's loading firewood.
Ugh, the work
Ooh.
never ends, does
Is
it?
it getting cold over there, Jan, or are you just stocking up for
She's
now?
probably just loading up. But anyway.
Oh yeah. She's going to the grocery store also. So, Jan, if you're leaving, thanks for coming by. We appreciate it.
She says, so that wasn't what she said.
Oh.
She says won't have the grocery store to go to in a while.
Oh.
Yeah. That's true.
No, we won't.
She's just stocking up.
No. Yeah. And let me tell you something, guys. This homesteading thing, we have eaten a bunch of homestead only meals now. We eat a homestead only meal at least what? 2, 3, 4 times a week now. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's olive oil that's in it, or something of that nature.
Yeah, we still have to go to the grocery store to buy sugar and flour and all of those basic necessities.
But we're not eating any vegetables from the grocery store right now. I can guarantee you that.
Jamie's back. Homegrown only meals are the best.
They are the best. Yeah, so if we're eating like chicken from our processed chickens, it's a homestead meal. It's a whole homestead meal.
Yeah, because we're eating all vegetables.
We're eating all the vegetables out of our garden. And frankly, if we have dessert, Missy makes a lemon cranberry cake that she uses sour cream from the raw milk that we get from Three Little Goats Homestead.
All right, let me go back because
it's super yummy.
Lessons from the back roads. Do you guys seed save or planning to?
We do seed save.
We do seed save.
But
we learned a valuable lesson last year when we saved our seeds.
Yeah.
That we had cross-pollination and we shouldn't have saved those seeds and planted them, because now we have
a funky
gourd
thing
from a mix of sugar pumpkin and acorn squash.
Yeah.
So we have to be more mindful of what we're saving.
Yes. But we grew Chinese long noodle beans.
Yes.
First time we grew those, they were prolific. We probably got 30 pounds of beans out of like a 20-foot section of a row. It wasn't that big of a section. And they just thrived here in Arkansas. So I decided on this last time around when I was harvesting, I left a whole bunch of those to dry out on the vine. So we have them drying out. We've probably got 50, 60 pods that the screen's not even big enough. They're 2-foot long beans.
Yeah, they're 18 inches to 2 feet long.
All drying out on the vine, and we'll be picking those. If it rains tonight,
you gotta wait for them to dry out and be all brown before you can save the seeds.
It'll be probably next week. We'll pick those off, bring them in, get them saved up, get them processed, and get them put away. And those are the ones we're going to grow next year. I want a full row of those beans.
Yeah.
They're super, guys. If you haven't tried them, you've got to try them. The best, hands down.
They're super sweet, much sweeter than a regular green bean.
Oh.
And you only need, for the two of us, we probably use like 6 green beans.
Yeah.
After I cut them all up into like normal size green beans.
Yeah.
And there's a meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and I go out to that thing every single day when they're in bloom, and I'll pull 3, 4, 5 pounds off every single day for like 2 weeks. Then it starts to rebloom, and then they regrow.
Yeah, we've already had it rebloom
4 times now.
4 times, yeah.
4 times now. It's crazy.
I think I picked the last of the green beans off of it today, though.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we'll be getting any more
tomorrow, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we only got a minute left, guys.
Oh, that went by fast.
Yeah, it did go by fast. So we'd like to thank you all for coming to our live today and hanging out with us. Thank you, Nicole. I love you and I miss you guys. Say hello to the whole family back east. We really I need to see your face again pretty soon. And
we have to do a chat.
We'll have to do a chat. We'll have to do a live chat. Just us. And happy birthday to Jamie.
Yes, happy birthday again,
Three Little
Jamie.
Goats. And please, guys, take a moment to remember that this is 9/11. Thank a veteran for everything they've done since that horrible day.
First responders.
And the first responders.
All
and
right,
everyone
I love you
involved.
too, Cindy.
We want to thank you all so much for coming again, and we will see you guys.
Have a good evening, Charlene. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And joining us tonight. We appreciate all of you. Have a good night. Lessons from the back roads. Bye, Brenda, if you're still here. Bye, Scott and Susan. I'm trying to remember everybody that was in the chat. Have a good night, guys.
We'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Team McD.